Hey everyone, today I want to look at the new LEGO Star Wars sets coming in 2025 and rank my top 7 I'm looking forward to the most. We have some really cool new sets coming like a battle pack and even a brand new prequel UCS set to look at. It has me very excited for the rest of 2025. Let's take a look at my favorite sets yet to come this year. Starting at number 7, I have the Death Trooper and Night Trooper battle pack. I love minifigures, small builds, and army building, so battle packs are right up there as some of my favorite sets already. I always look forward to them, and this one seems to be something special. It should be really interesting as we'll be getting two types of zombified troopers from the battle on Peridia. Two of the minifigures will be the normal Night Trooper, which we've already seen in the Duel on Peridia set. I really like how these guys look, and the opportunity to get more is going to be awesome. The other two in this set though will be two Night Death Troopers, which could be really neat. Assuming they look as good as the other Night Troopers, this could be one of the cooler Star Wars minifigures of the year. Moving on to our build though, it's rumored to be a small Imperial Guard gunship, which should be something pretty cool. That's a bit different from one of the normal builds we see, so I'm glad to see that because getting a same little speeder build every time is pretty annoying. That's just another thing to look forward to though. While battle pack builds are never too big or special, this should still be a pretty cool build to get. And in totality, I think there's a lot to look forward to with this set. I can't wait for it as it seems to be a totally fresh battle pack idea, from the figures to the build, and as much as I love clones, it's nice to see a battle pack of other troopers, especially ones this specialized from the Ahsoka show. Number 6, I have UCS Jango Fett's Starship. A ship we've only ever seen one other time in LEGO, so I'm glad to see its return, and in a UCS scale at that, which is very surprising. This ship's obviously iconic before the prequels though, and I'd like to say though, I am actually a bigger fan of Jango's version. The blue slave one looks just a bit better in my opinion. However, I'd imagine this would look very similar to our last UCS slave one, but obviously again in that blue and silver scheme. Then of course on top of that we have the minifigures to look forward to as well. I can only imagine how good this Jango Fett will look in the set, and that is probably what I'm most excited for, as we haven't had that minifigure in a long time, and for it to get the UCS treatment, which I can only imagine will include arm printing and leg printing, is just going to look amazing. We should get a few others too, like Young Boba, and maybe a Kaminoan or two, who knows. But it should be interesting to see who else we get. Another thing that excites me so much about this set is that it's going to be a perfect pairing with Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter. This set's been on shelves quite a while, and now I think I know why they kept it around so long. Because this UCS set is going to pair perfectly with it. An absolutely great pick for our next UCS set, and another big hitter for 2025. Fifth on this list is Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter Microfighter. Some people were initially disappointed that this is not a playset and a microfighter, and while I can understand that and kind of agree, a microfighter is still pretty exciting as well. The microfighter series has been getting way more interesting as of last year with Captain Rex's Y-Wing. Now we're going to be getting Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter, which I think fits the same lines and will be another great microfighter. While the new $13 price tag isn't fun, the new direction for this line of sets is amazing. While it was always sort of a fun, carefree line of sets, now they're starting to take it a little more seriously. We're getting minifigures we actually want, one-off characters that are fan favorites people have been waiting for a while. And then now they're going to be open to us in a cheaper option. All while supporting a pretty fun build of this micro scaled down ship. This is exactly what the Microfighter series of sets should be used for, and I'm so excited for it to continue this good trend. So that combined with the fact that we'll be getting Plo Koon again has me absolutely ecstatic, and hopefully more microfighters will continue to come out. Fourth, I have the rumored MTT. Our last one was in 2015, so that was quite a while ago. We're desperate for a new one, and luckily LEGO's finally going to be delivering this year in 2025. This is exciting because the MTT is a very cool vehicle, but also because the Separatists haven't really gotten too many sets in the past few years. So on that front, it's also very exciting to see them finally get a vehicle over $100. That has not been seen in some time. Following on with the rumors though for the set, some people are claiming it'll be the blue and gray Clone Wars version, which would be fantastic. Not only would we get a new MTT, but a new variant as well. and I could totally see this as a possibility, as LEGO just released the LEGO Coruscant Guard gunship, and this would be along the similar lines of that. A variation of a classic vehicle, which would be pretty fun to give us a new character lineup and a new way to present this classic vehicle to us. It'd be a nice way to shake it up from the constant remakes we always see in LEGO Star Wars. I think LEGO has become more mindful of this, especially with those recent sets like I just mentioned. So I do think we can put some pretty good stock in the fact it'll be a blue and gray Clone Wars MTT. And like I said, I think that's definitely the way to go. If it's the plain brown version, I'll still be pretty happy, but I think a new version in the Clone Wars colors would be such a breath of fresh air and even more exciting. We made our way to the third spot on this list, and that is the 327th Star Corps Battle Pack. Like I already mentioned, I'm a sucker for battle packs, and I am a big prequel fan, so this one just hits all my check marks. New clones are always exciting, and this one especially because we'll be getting the 327th Legion finally. It feels like this has been such a long time in the making. They're just one of the more famous Legion of clones that somehow has yet to really be seen in a modern set. This has been a clone Legion that's needed to be made for quite a while, it's just I think they're finally getting around to doing it. This set also piques my interest as it seems to be something new. It's priced at $40 and will have 283 pieces, which seems odd for a battle pack. So clearly this must be some type of mega battle pack with a ton of minifigures, as it's twice the value of a normal one. This can be exciting and scary as it could go either way, good or bad. I'm leaning towards good though, because if they're taking their notes from the Clones vs. Droid Battle Pack, it should be pretty darn great. I imagine it'll be like that, but just bigger. Something like 6 clones, and then maybe some like 5 commando droids or something to oppose them. Then for a build, maybe a swamp speeder for the clones, and you give the commando droids maybe a little something. I'm not sure, but somehow they're going to fit that $40 price point, and I think they will nail it. They did with our last Versus Battle Pack, and I just have a feeling this is how this one's going to go too. They definitely do need a lot included though to compensate for that price, but I am confident that this set's going to turn out great and be one of a legend in the future. Finally, we made it to my runner-up, which is the UT-AT. And all I can say for this one is finally. This one has been years in the making, and seriously, the original Star Wars Visual Dictionary had a section noting they tried to make UT-AT, but it just never made its way to the market. Fortunately, rumors suggest that it will be coming this year, finally. Just in time for the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith as well, so perfect timing on their part. This set though is exciting for so many different reasons. Number one, of course, is that it's just been so long in the making. I had that book and remembered looking at that set and thinking how cool it looked, wishing I could get my hands on it one day. So to think it'll finally be real is amazing. And also, we should finally be seeing the Galactic Marines in this set. It'll be such a treat to finally see these guys officially. Customs have been made for ages, and they're very popular, but those are always so expensive. An official figure will be great to finally have. Lastly though, I just love how this set's going to be so different. This vehicle only appears in one short frame in Revenge of the Sith, and quite literally nowhere else in the entire franchise. It's quite interesting that LEGO chose this set to make. It means they're definitely listening to the fans and know what we want. With all those positives though, my only concern for the set is the piece count relative to the price. The leak claims $150 for only 831 pieces. This seems really crazy. Maybe we have some big pieces and a lot of minifigures. Who knows exactly, but we'll have to wait and see how this one pans out. Ultimately though, my excitement outweighs my worries right now, and I'm just choosing to look at the positives. And finally, we've made it to my top spot, which is the V19 Torrent. Easily one of the sets I've been looking forward to the most coming into this year. I just have so many fond memories of this ship. It's one of my favorite starfighters ever, and hearing that it's going to finally be remade is so exciting. It's a classic Clone Wars ship, especially from those early seasons, that I remember so well. I think that's the same for so many others, and why this set's going to sell super well. Besides just the nostalgia though, I am super excited to see what they do for this set. The ship is a very sleek vehicle which LEGO has only gotten better at since 2008. The folding wing feature is another thing that makes this ship so unforgettable. The two sides fold up, but the underneath one actually goes all the way around back over to the top. The landing mechanism on the original one was quite intricate but very cool, And while I'm sure this one's going to be scaled down, I'm sure it'll be just as great. Another piece of this set that has me so excited is the minifigures. There's only going to be 3 of them, but they're all really good. First off, a Phase 1 clone pilot, which is just absolutely necessary for this style set, but also it's been so long since we've even seen one. I believe 2013 is the last time. Besides him though, the other 2 are big name figures with Obi-Wan and Ventress. Both I'm assuming will be in their Clone Wars outfits. Which, wow, it's gonna feel exactly like 2008 again. With this on the shelves right next to Ahsoka's Interceptor, I can't wait to see those both together, because it's gonna feel just like I'm a kid again. It's so good to see so many original Clone Wars characters again in those uniforms. One other reason I think this set is going to be very exciting is because it'll be an excellent pairing right next to the Venator. Of course they won't be in scale, but having this bad boy sitting right next to the UCS Venator is going to look super cool. This is easily my most anticipated set of the year, and the one I'm most excited for since the UCS Venator. And really, there just seems to be a lot of sets to look forward to this year, and so many that I can't believe we're actually getting. It looks like it's going to be another great year for LEGO, and if you agree, let me know in the comments below. And let me know what sets you're looking forward to the most. With that said, thank you all for watching. Make sure to comment and subscribe for more. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.